talked a little bit recently about maybe looking at Naz at the 3 to do. Just how do you feel about him in that spot right now? Like putting him there.
I feel pretty comfortable. I think some of it's matchup driven defensively. I always believe you kind of are, especially with players today, they're so versatile offensively, but you really are what you're able to guard, like what's your range of defense. But I definitely think there's opportunities and matchups to do so. And we've done it before. We just haven't had to do it for extended period of time just because we've had other options,
With him guarding at the 3, like what does he have to focus on to have success there?
A couple, a lot of off-ball actions mostly. I think navigating screens and multiple things that they put maybe shooters or wings into, mostly that. And also, bigs and guys that have traditionally played at the big spot tend to drift towards the paint as action is going on. He's got to be more mindful to the 3-point line. That's all.
We see Julius Tuesday when he's running up and kind of initiating a lot of the pace and making decisions. He's really good. The team's also been really good when Ant's bringing the ball to the court and getting up, initiating and then getting off.
Yeah.
What is the balance of trying to get Julius that best version of Julius, but then also mixing it with the Ant's initiating? And do you just pick your spots within games when everybody's healthy, or how do you?
I think the best solution is to continue to kind of hone the chemistry between Julius and Ant in the initial part of our playmaking. But I think key to that is just, keeping pace in the game. Sometimes both those guys sometimes have a tendency when they're on the floor together. I don't know why it's when they're on the floor together, but when they're on the floor together, they have a tendency to kind of slow us down a little bit more. And so we just, I think just generally playing through Julius more, that it would mean Ant getting off of it gives us a chance to get off-ball stuff for him, and so I just think continuing to develop that little chemistry and rhythm.
Do you guys have more of a script early in games lately?
No, not really. I just think we're at the point in the season where we feel pretty comfortable about what type of defense we're going to face every single night. I think guys might feel a little more comfortable where their outlets are, where they can maybe exploit things, that kind of stuff.
It just seems when Ant brings it up, it looks like there's an action that maybe has been.
Yeah, I've tried to call more plays, if that's what you mean. Maybe
especially early in game.
Yeah, I think he's done a really good job also of just picking out things to get his teammates involved, but that's more feel the game than it is a conscious decision.
Do you gain a confidence, a cockiness, a swagger at all when you walk into Milwaukee without Rudy and Ant and you played that well? Does that help the entire kind of culture of the team because you could face that again anytime?
Yeah, of course. I think it's how we played. We played. I thought we did a lot of things at a high level. Of course, we're missing two of our most impactful players, no doubt about it. But we have a lot of other really good players too, who play both ends of the floor. We played a complete game as a result. So, the most exciting thing is watching everybody do their thing, and a guy like Johan coming in and really shining, and just by getting the opportunity.
Now that you've had a couple days to look at the tape from Johan, just what jumped out while you were rewatching that about him?
Well, what I know, what jumps out is just kind of more comfortable in his own skin, having spent time down in Iowa. I think that those reps, that opportunity to just go down there, kind of get used to things, take what he's seen early in the season through training camp and watching or practice, and go and put it into play. His fitness was way better. He plays hard. He plays himself to exhaustion, which is what you love. And but his activity's always been there, But I just felt like his activity was it was in time with the play, where he wasn't playing catch up to what was going on around him. So the game's kind of slowing down a little bit for him.
What has it been like just being able to Jaylen at various points in the season and now Jaylen, injecting guys who truly are specific role players?
Yeah.
Because you have so many good, pretty well-rounded guys, but just being able to have guys where you're you're doing this, what kind of boost that?
I think it's invaluable to us because these guys have simple games that bring a ton of energy, make a lot of small winning plays, and they'll do it over and over again. And we got guys to do the heavy lifting with the offense, but yet, what Jalen's doing offensively is huge. He can make the three when open. He's attacking a closeout. He gets to the free throw line at a pretty good rate. He's active on the offensive glass. We saw Johan do what he can do in a small sample size, like one rim run, a couple tip-ins, a few bat outs that ended up in threes for his teammates. Like, that stuff's invaluable.
We've seen Dante by all accounts is like more of a quiet locker room guy, but when he gets out on the court, he's more vocal than just about anybody. Like, do you think that's out of recognition for what's needed, or just being a winning player? Or like,
I think it's being a winning player. I think this is kind of the personality he's probably always played with. I think he also feels really comfortable on what to say this year and how to say it, and he's putting the work in, and he's playing some of our most inspired basketball and has done all season. So he gives him certainly the confidence and the platform to be able to say whatever the game needs.
Can you quantify confidence? When you watch this team play, and you mentioned DiVincenzo and Randall a year later, it seems like you see more smiles. You see guys, they don't hurry when they've got opportunities because they believe. Can you quantify that, or can you just feel for
You can feel it. You can feel it for sure. You can quantify some of the things that we've been highlighting. Coming into this month, we challenged our guys to lean into passing the ball better and more, and just kind of making the simple play. And our assists are up. And the other night we had 5 guys with 5 assists, and our turnovers are down. In our non-garbage minutes, we're averaging 11 turnovers. I think it's an all-time low in my tenure here. So our activity's up, our speed is up, our cutting is up, our passing is up, but yet our turnovers are down. So, I think guys are they're feeling confident in themselves and their teammates, and you can feel that within the locker room and on the floor together. There's a great connectivity right now, but it's the league. In a week's time, we could be going through some stuff, and it's just happened. So it's challenges to keep going.
What do you think fuels that increased confidence in each other? More games on the court together?
Yeah, I think, we talked about how important this month of January is to us. We've had some really tough losses, embarrassing losses that made us kind of think differently about the way we were trying to go about things individually. Sometimes it's just that, just exposure.
What percentage of time is Berger actually with you as opposed to being like an Iowa?
He was with us obviously until he got sent down. He's been down for a little while, which I think has been key. We haven't been moving him up and down. Right now, he's with us. I would say over the last few weeks, he's probably been with us 75% of the time right now. And we'll keep him up here for the time being. He's probably not done going back to Iowa.
Do those young guys increase your basketball IQ by being with this team, or do you literally just have to play games to feel for yourself?
You gotta play games, man. There's no substitute for playing games. When you're 19 years old, in the prime of your kind of learning and early development career, you gotta play games.
Chris, going back to Jaylen, it does kind of pop off that I think he's 3rd on the team in free throw rate. How is he as a young player so good at getting to the line?
Well, it's a simple game. He gets his shoulder on somebody. He oftentimes is attacking guys in closeout situations who are off balance. He's really good strength. He doesn't get knocked off his line, so when he gets hit, he's able to take that contact and play through it. And so it's something he works on, and it's kind of repeatable for him.
Do you have an idea, an Ant tomorrow or this weekend?
No, not yet. It's day-to-day still, and I haven't had any real update. So, getting up some shots here, so it looks promising, but there's no update. So.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.